Playoff fever in the air. It's the first of 4 this weekend. And off we go in the divisional round. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL? Don't get to third down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
Dragon 60. Huckle. 79 Bronco. Cougar 19.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. Here's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
There's a short throw caught by Njoku. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Cleveland. No problem there on the extra point. And the Browns are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, Richardson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. They are not having success on defense. That play picks up 19 yards. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
It's a great job here by the quarterback keeping the play alive. You can tell once he avoided the rush and became a runner, he looked up and goes, hey, I got a path to the pylon. I might be able to.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10.
Ready? Seventy Ranger.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Here we go. Let's make 19.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble 2nd reaction mode, and Let's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. Powering forward, he's in. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indy. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. They'll look to throw. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first. Third down and 9.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 33 yards. First and 10 now from the 36. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He'll get rid of it and complete it. He is in. Touchdown, Browns.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Richardson going to look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Richardson. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Richardson to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. Big play coming up, third and goal. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They'll go once more from the 3. Third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And he cannot get free. Only a yard to the 3, forcing fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Colts get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Take go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
18 ready. 18 ready.
He'll drop to throw. That finds Samuel working across. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Throwing now on first and 10. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He'll look to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion.
Go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Here's Pacheco. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now a timeout signal form, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Come 19. Come 19. 18. Pioneer. Take go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it on in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now the try for an extra point. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Browns move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Richardson. This one complete right side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
17.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. And back to it here, the third quarter underway. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Richardson. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On 4th down, Richardson. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk. Going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
79 Broncos. Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Get up.
They'll look to throw. That one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of the game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A second down throw for Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Out of shotgun, Richardson. The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
This brought him out past the 20. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Here's second and 3 to go.
Hawk 70. Set. Go.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He'll check that down to Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns.
Let's go now.
First and 10.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Marked down at the 6. One quarter. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Dragon 60. Ready, ready.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. David Njoku. Touchdown Browns. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Richardson to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. They'll motion their tight end, Robinson. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Here's 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8.
19 right. Here we go.
Here's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. The motion man here is Mitchell. On second down, Richardson. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Richardson. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Richardson. This one caught at the 4. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end. Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Let's go. Ready?
On the ground, here's Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. He's going to have a Browns first down. He's able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They go to an 8, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game. So it's a win for the Browns. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. They'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the Conference Championship game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell.